2, 1. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 gameplay cast with me, Fennis32. This is game number 3 in a best of 5 of the Rust Brain Cup Grand Final between two great players. And not really much to say, it's on Nomad Isles. Let's introduce these players. Spawning as the Red Undead, currently up 2-1 in this best of 5. It is Happy. And his opponent, spawning as the Yellow Orc from Korea. He's down, but he's not out. We have Focus. Orc versus Undead on Nomad Isles, and I don't know. Happy's got to pull something out, man. Focus has to pull something out, because if Happy wins this game, Happy wins the Rust Brain Cup number 5. And we'll just see if Focus can do something. It's not often you see a European player taking it up with the big guns in Korea. Usually in most tournaments we see Asian versus Asian finals. But Happy's showing that he can contend with the best of the best. Nomad Isles is a map I really don't see often in this matchup. It's not really a map that Undead players like. I mean, it's not that bad, but there's better maps for Undead. As for Orc, I really don't see Orc on this map too often either. So I guess that makes this map kind of neutral. All the games in this series, Focus has been playing one burrow tech, which is pretty nice. But if Happy knows about this, speaking of which, what build is he doing? He's still doing the delayed hero build. Never mind, I was gonna say you can do some early aggression, but with this build, you really don't get early anything. It's a delayed build. You get out the Death Knight a little late, you get out the Fiends a little quicker, and it's a pretty safe build overall. So when your Death Knight comes out, you had 2 Fiends here, which is good for creeping, and it helps you out it's very helpful when the Blade Master does any kind of early harassment. But we do see the Blade out for Focus. It looks like he's gonna get this no Overseer camp. And we'll see what item he can get to start this game off. It's going to take a little while, though, because the no Overseer is pretty tanky. Alright, here we go. He's doing some stutter step micro. Jeez, that's going to take a while. And that no Overseer is pretty tanky with 750 health. But hack and hack away. 1,000 cuts it takes from the blade, the katana. And claws of attack +6. Very nice. Meanwhile, the Death Knight's out for Happy. He's got his rods and necromancy. He's got his first crit fiend out. He actually didn't get a second one. Duh? He's at 20 supply. Oh, okay, there's the second one. I was confused. I was like, you're at 20 supply, bro. And it looks like he's going to creep out this Goblin Merchant camp first, but here comes Focus. Very nice. The Windwalker's just used. He might be able to hang around and get the last hit on that Null Warden. I don't think he'll be able to get the Vile Temptress. He does pick up a Circlet from the shop, so already +8 damage on the Blade. Pretty good start, and it looks like he's going to secure this kill with the Blade. He does get it. Happy trying to last hit that with Skeletal Minion, but no luck for him. And we do see level 2 in the Blade Master. Both Happy, on the other hand, just hanging back. Like I said, in this matchup, it's the Undead's main goal to get that Death Knight to level 3. And really, it's the main goal of the Orc to not let that happen. So it's kind of like a game where the Undead tries to harass, and the Blade Master just tries to creep, and the Blade Master just harasses. I'm tired, guys. It's late at night for me. This is about the only time in the day I'm free to cast, so I gotta make it work. But we do see the Blade hanging around. He's only at level 2, so he only has that level 1 Windwalk, though, and it doesn't really last that long. So he's going to put down his focus on the Crypt Fiend. He's going to force Happy to chuck out some coils. And we do see tier 2 on the way for both players, but as you can see, Focus with a quicker tech. I do believe it was the 1 burrow tech yet again. So he still only has 1 grunt out. It does have grunt number 2 on the way, though. Yeah, Focus doing a good job at blocking Happy's creep. Happy's still not even at level 2. Like, that is the bare minimum you want to be by the time tier 2 hits. You definitely need that Unholy Aura. And the longer he doesn't have it, that's less hit point regeneration on his units. Keep in mind, when Undead units are off Blight, the only way they regen is with actual healing spells or the Unholy Aura. But when they are on Blight, they get double regeneration. So I guess it evens itself out. Alright, Happy now getting level 2, using a coil on that sea turtle, so he finally has that unholy aura. But here comes Focus, hacking away at this fiend. Happy about to have a death coil soon, but will he have it in time? Ooh, he might not have to use it. Here comes the Frost Tower, slowing up that blade. And Focus gonna use his last wind walk to get out. Alright, tier 2 has finished. We see the Chateau Hunter. And yet again, the one bestiary. Focus really does not like his Spirit Walkers versus Orcs. I mean, yeah, towards the later game, their Spirit Links just get devoured by the Destroyers. But Spirit Link can just be reapplied, and I think Spirit Link's pretty important as it does help add a lot of beefiness to the Orc army. And still Focus, remaining relentless on harassing. He's got Boots of Speed on his blade, so it makes it pretty easy. Happy at tier 2 as well. He's got his Lich on the way. Shadowhunter's out. Double Heal Salve, Clarity Pot, and his Speed Scroll. Speed Scrolls are very nice for harassing and getting out of tough spots. Now, he's been doing this all last series. Will we see a tier 3 tech out of Focus? I do believe we will, and I do believe we'll see the War Mill so he can get his Headhunters and Kodo Beasts. And wisely, Focus is going to start taking creep camps off of Happy's side of the map. That does mean Happy's is going to have to travel out farther to get his creep camps. And the farther he is away from his base, the worse it could possibly be. His Focus is known to do some Zeppelin drops on the undead bases, and there are Goblin Laboratories on this map. But that's a different story because we do see Speed Scroll being used. Hex on the Death Knight. One Grunt does go down. Death Knight taking a little bit of Focus, but with that Frost Shield, I think he'll be able to live. Focus is going to reapply his attention to these Crypt Fiends. But Frost Shield's being planted around everywhere. Frost Shield's a pretty cheap spell. It only costs 50 mana per go. But now we see the Ensnare on the Death Knight. He's going to use a Death Coil on the Grunt. Not enough to kill him, though. Will survive with 25 health. But at the same time, the Death Knight survives, too. Burrow being used by the Fiends. I'm pretty sure there's no dust. No, there isn't. So that Fiend's going to be perfectly fine. Same with this guy. Nice use of the Burrows upgrade. We really don't see it on undead players nowadays. I think it's a pretty good upgrade. It only costs about 75 gold. Oh my god, the Shadowhunter. The Shadowhunter goes down with the Fiend shots. I don't know what Focus was doing. He has no TP, but I don't know why he came back with the Shadowhunter, even after it being so weak. Focus, you can't be making mistakes like that, man. This is like match point for Happy. If he wins this game, he wins the Rust Brain Cup. And you would lose out on quite a bit of money. I don't remember what the cash pool was off the top of my head, but I do know second place was around $500. So I'm guessing first place is probably around $750, maybe $1,000. I'm not too sure. I'd have to look that up. So don't believe my sources. I watched this live and Remo did say something about it, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But Shadowhunter was only level 1, so it's a very quick revive, but you still you never want to lose your heroes. Never. Happy is at tier 3. We see Ghoul Frenzy. So once again, he's making this Ghoul transition. He commits to all these fiends just to transfer them to ghouls. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look more into this Ghoul play. I'm not sure if it's just a Happy thing or if it's an undead thing in general nowadays. Gotta keep in mind, I've been gone for 6 months, so my knowledge of the meta is kind of outdated at the moment. But we do see Focus trying to creep out this red. Let's see if he can get that super duper item from the Dark Wizard. Dark Wizard does cast Hex, so it's kind of annoying to creep with. And Green Dragon doesn't help either. And Frost Shield on that Dark Wizard makes him pretty tanky, but Focus is gonna get him down. He's gonna get a stone token for it. It's a summoned unit, so destroyers. That's all I have to say. But he can use it in some situations if it doesn't get devoured right away. It has a spell called Hurl Boulder, which is basically a storm bolt that does a little bit less damage. But the stun effect's nice, especially when you have Hex and Ensnare. That's a lot of crowd control on the undead heroes. Alright, Happy going in for a push. He's at 44 supply. Focus only at 40. And here comes Happy. He's gonna obviously snipe away that shot first. You don't want the Orc buying healing potions and such. And the Orb with the Orb of Corruption on the Lich and the Dark Ranger third for the silence. And here comes the destroyers being popped. And these burrows still weak. Fortified armor just now finishing up. So it is going to make these burrows a lot tankier. And where's Focus? Focus is loaded up in a Zeppelin. It looks like he wants to make a drop during this. But his base is taking a lot of damage. He's going to lose a lot of burrows for this. He's already supply capped at 41 over 40. This bro's trying to focus down the destroyers, but Happy micro him back. He's got plenty of coils in him. And Focus trying to go for the Zeppelin drop. Maybe trying to force a TP out of Happy. He does have a TP. He's also got a Pendant of Energy on his team tonight. That's pretty good. Woo! Ghoul being lost to the burrows. Alright, here comes the drop from Focus. Is Happy going to TP? Yes, he does. He does not want to risk it. And Focus immediately backing off. So, in exchange, forcing that T. Oh my god, the destroyers. They can chase down the Zeppelin. Keep in mind, if the Zeppelin dies over water or trees, you know, somewhere a unit can't walk, every unit inside that Zeppelin dies. So, there's been many games in the pro scene where that's happened. He's trying to drop. If he ensnared the destroyers, that might have ticked off the creeps, but Happy, paying attention, keeping his destroyers back. At the same time, he's probably going to rebuy TP and a staff of teleportation. He's ready. He's going in. Focus trying to rebuild these two burrows. He's still supply capped at 41 over 30. So he's going to have to work with the units he's got. And these destroyers chasing down the Zeppelin. Oh, can Happy intercept? Does he have web? Oh, Focus is going to drop on the creeps. And actually forces... He's actually going to snare down these destroyers. But now Focus is trapped behind this and he actually does not have a TP. Focus is trapped in this corner. His back's behind the trees. He's got nowhere to go. All these units are slowed from the Zeppelin being destroyed. He's trying to focus down the Lich. Frost Shield and the Coil are going to go down on him. This is just a terrible fight. This is a bad fight for Focus. He has no way out. Alright. Here comes the Rock Golem. Dust of Appearance being used. I don't know. Oh, this is such a bad fight. The Blade Master trying to do what he can. The Rock Golem going down. The Shadow Hunter getting focused. He goes down. And GG's been called, and Happy wins this best of 5, 3-1. Very nice victory. Congratulations to Happy for winning the Rust Brain Cup. And really, that was a big statement for Europe, I would say. Because it's not too often you see Europeans winning tournaments. Big tournaments. Rust Brain Cup's definitely up there, especially with the prize pool it's got and the caliber of players that play on it. So that was a pretty good victory by Happy. Not really much to say about Focus. I don't know why he dropped where he did. His back was behind a corner. His Zeppelin was pretty hurt though, so maybe he was worried it would have died over the trees, and then it just would have been a loss anyway. So better you just go out fighting, right? Anyways, that's my last thoughts on this. Happy winning the Rust Brain Cup. Focus taking second place. If you like this cast, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to watch me play Warcraft 3, follow me at Twitch at TheEndis32, and I will catch you guys later.